Well, hi, this is Michael. You know what? There's a lot of people want to realize goals, they have these big dreams, these fantasies, expectations, bucket lists, you want to call it that, and they fall short. You're about to cross the finish line, they stumble. Or perhaps they didn't even start. Or perhaps they started, didn't finish. One way that I know of to cross that finish line. Now, you may not get gold, maybe silver or bronze, maybe it is gold, is to prioritize. That's right, prioritize. What do you say, Michael? Just by putting stuff in a certain way, I can make my goals? Yes, I'm saying that. A lot of times we have these ambitions, this lofty, these high ambitions to do whatever it is, X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And it stays in here in our mind, doesn't come to fruition because you know what? We didn't take either action or the right kind of action. And here's a P word, we procrastinated, right? Procrastination is a devil, it's a dragon. And we could be overwhelmed. We could lack confidence. We could have failed 10 times in something and say, I'm not doing that again. Now, don't give up. Easy to say. I know, easy for me to say, don't give up. I promise you, I had to tell myself that so many times. Like, get back up on the bicycle, fall down, get back up, fall down, get back up, fall down. It's kind of hard to do that after 10 times. But you know what? Success could be that close if you just did it one more time. See, look at it this way. You fall down 9 times, you discovered 9 ways not to ride a bicycle. Okay. Call it up just like that. But what do you do to prioritize? Well, let's get to the point. To prioritize means to focus and choose. You choose the apple over the orange, right? Priority is giving more importance to one thing over another. That's the basic, most simplest definition I can think of. And so, to what I would do, I recommend is at your coach here is to create a list. Create a list, but before you create that list in this final form, first I would do is take a piece of paper or on a computer, however you do it. I'm old school. I like writing stuff down sometimes. Is to write down the goal. Let's give a go. Let's think about it. How about marathon? I want to run a marathon in within 24 months. Okay. How do we do that? Well, I would write it down, run a marathon in 24 months. Be specific. And then I would brainstorm, just write everything about a marathon I think I know, just off the top of my head, not to procrastinate, to get it going. Don't use an excuse. I'll look it up on a computer later. No, no, write everything you know. You know, running a marathon is running. So what should go on that list? And we're not into prioritizing yet. We're just writing the list down. We're just flushing out of our brain. And on that list should be, if it were me, well, let me tell you about me. I was a long distance runner. I didn't run on a marathon. It wasn't my absolute goal to do that, but running long distances and competition and recreation, I did that. First, what should be on that list? Without thinking, just brainstorm. Uh, get enough sleep, 8 hours sleep. Okay, that's on the list. Um, eat healthier. That's on the list. And what else on the list? Exercise, right? Those are I believe those are the top ones. And it goes on and on and on. How about meet with someone that successfully completed marathons. Get some tips from them, whether in person or on the internet. Google, right? How about YouTube? Okay. Self-serving, I know. And so you're writing all these ideas down and you're researching, putting those ideas down, talking to people, doing this, doing your homework. And now it's time to make the list not only manageable, but purposeful. You got to start deleting stuff out. Let me tell you, years ago, many years ago, I went to this workshop. It was Franklin Planners. And in the workshop, we got these Franklin Planner notebooks. And one thing, I didn't immediately practice what I was preached to. And it showed you how to prioritize and to meet your goals by prioritizing. And what it did was it gave, I believe this is accurate, it gave categories, category A, B, C, D, E, whatever. And the top group, the most important things to do to meet your goal, to meet whatever assignment or special project, if it's work or whatever, or it could be personal, 24, it could be the marathon, it could be 24 months to get married, it could be whatever. It had A as the most important thing you can do in order to meet your goal, to be successful, to achieve whatever that dream is. Then B is this next most important thing, C, D, E, F. So now first you need to call that list by saying certain things just may be ridiculous. You probably can cross those out because you did your research homework. Now you're somewhat educated on what it takes to run a marathon. Then you start assigning A's and B's and C's and D's and E, F to your list. Now, the A group has to be done. You could not run a marathon without getting that A group. What should go in the A group? Definitely exercising. You got to exercise and get in absolute tip top shape. Without that, you can have a heart attack, drop dead, just huff and puff your way, not make it. What's the next thing? Definitely eating healthier. Get off of that fried chicken, get off that bad food, eat healthier. That's a plus. You got to do it. You want to run a marathon successfully without dropping dead, right? That's a goal. Another important thing was see your doctor, get it clear that, hey, get a physical. You can do this. You can do this. You get blessed by the doctor or medical practitioner. You got blessed. And maybe you need a coach, maybe an accountability partner or someone that can help you follow through. And to me, those were in the A groups. B groups, maybe, with a marathon, B's are very important too. You can't do it without the B group. But second most important, perhaps, is the running shoe. One could argue that's an A group too. Maybe a practice running shoe and or finding sales to buy the shoe. Okay, it'd be expensive. A commitment in terms of financial commitment too, not just your time, but finances and saving for this. If there's a fee to enter a marathon, or you have to buy the outfit, running outfit, that could be B, important. Could be important. Can be run on naked, I guess. So, and some of these, I wouldn't spend too much extraordinary time saying, oh, this is an A group, this is a B group. But C groups are important too. Let's say ABCs just have to be done. But C isn't the most important than A and B, but it has to be done to be able to run the marathon. And this is whatever. I'm just using marathon as an example. And this is what I apply this to me as far as learning how to run long distance, which is similar. I mean, our workout, or not just the workout. The workout was 3 miles, a typical workout, but the warm up was 2 or 3 miles. The warm up, okay, before we got into the main nitty gritty. And so, what you're doing here is putting things in a certain order to be more effective and efficient, to enable you to achieve your goal, your objective, your bucket list, your wish list, or whatever you want, a New Year's resolution, to guarantee it. And some things are higher than others, and you may change it. Okay. You may scrap things, you may cross it out, and you may want to cross it with your values. What's your values? Like, you have to spend time with the kids, your significant other. You guys obviously spend time at work. They have money. So you have to mix these things up to not sacrifice these other categories that are just as important, right? Kids are in A group. So you're going to have to not just have the prioritization of what you need to do to run the marathon per se, or whatever your goal is, but to intermingle that with the life work balance too. That could be a whole show by itself, work life balance. So don't neglect your kids, your significant other, or you will be alone. Don't want to do that. So, um, um, don't say so say so a lot too. Watch that. Toastmasters. I took Toastmasters years ago, and I didn't count. Oh, you said and so's 5 times, 10 times, and your knees jittering. Right. Okay. So there it is again. I'm gonna have to practice on them so's. But prioritization will help you beat the devil. Okay. It'll help you overcome your obstacles because it gives great weight and priority order to do or take those actions, those steps that you need to do, from baby steps to giant leaps to jumping way over the obstacle like Superman or the Hulk. So it's important that you commit yourself to whatever goes so you don't have regrets. Our life, so many people have regrets. My podcast show is called Living Your Success 24/7. Living Your Success is the core, and I'll add it on 24/7 for a point. For me, I don't want to be this short flame and fizzle out. I want 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That means absolute success. And I know success means different things, but you want to be able to be financially independent. Most people do. And that's the march. But you want to enjoy this thing called life. So whatever your goals are, it means nothing if you don't put a timetable on it. And the thing with prioritizing it, it not only gives you priority order, the must-haves and the want-to-haves, social haves and no-haves to your list, is it puts a calendar to it, which makes you accountable because you either did it or you don't. Okay, every day I will take a walk around the block to start off my marathon, my practicing, my getting in shape. Then by the end of the first month, I'm going to be walking half a mile. It's very specific. By the end of the month, 30 days, 31 days, I'm walking half a mile. The second month, I'm going to bring that up to a mile. And then the third month, I am jogging it. I'm running. Okay. And that'll be 2 to 3 miles at that point. So I'm in shape now, dedicated, going either. And another thing on the list is going to the gym, exercising. You could boil it down as well, how are you going to exercise? At home, your home gym, or your own equipment at home, or you're going to pay maybe $10 to Planet Fitness or something like that. Be that specific. So airtight. There's no doubt how you're going to do this. Do this with everything, even relationships. You want to get someone, you want to, significant other, recruit. You do this with everything, and it put some fun and spirit in it. Don't just be mechanical, just trying to create this fantasy life. Okay, I'm not saying that. Don't be weird. Don't weird out. Don't be crazy. Weird out. But do specificity and your goals and a timetable. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, I'm going to the gym or every Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be walking, running, whatever. By month 4, I'm going 4 miles. By month 6, I'm going 8 miles. You do it progressively. You don't want to, let's say, you don't want to drop out. You want to make sure you stay hydrated, you eat well, you eat healthy, you get enough sleep. Sleep cannot be sleep deprived. Do this. That will be dangerous. Okay. Don't do that. So take care of yourself and do it with fun. I grew up running. I was a runner, not a runner now, really, but I was the runner. I was always weekends was jogging, and oh man, I miss those days and get together with a group. And that may be everything. Get with a club or a group of friends and like-minded and do it together. It was fun growing up. Made sure I did it by myself at the beach and with other people I went to school with, or just meet up groups that we had that commonality. And it was fun. And whatever your goals are, make it fun, right? Don't make it like this. Oh, I got 2 hours. I'll die. Do it. And it's not just getting there to the end. It's the journey. Have fun on the journey. Prioritizing. And I'm telling you, prioritizing will just all of a sudden you'll get all these achievements and meet all these goals. And now it's going to come with challenges. At first, it could be a struggle. I'm not going to lie to you, but treat it as fun. If it's your passion, work at it, practice it, rehearse it, and do it with a good attitude and do it with fun and enjoy this thing called life. So that's all I have. So I hope this encourages you. And please subscribe to my channel here, my YouTube. Help me out. Do the like button and the notification bell, and I appreciate you. And until next time, my friends, and prioritize, 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 right? Until next time.